Relegation. Relegation form. That is exactly what Tottenham Hotspur are going through right now. And let me tell you this for free, the fixtures aren't getting any easier. We've got a North London derby at home against Arsenal coming up. Manchester City at home. Manchester United away. Newcastle United at home. And then a trip to Craven Cottage against Fulham. That is a very, very difficult fixture run. If we beat Frankfurt midweek in a couple of days' time, we will make the top 8 of the Champions League somehow. But our Premier League form right now is disastrous. How Thomas Frank is still in a job, those fucking cowards in that boardroom don't have the backbone, don't have the bottle to sack this manager. Everyone can see right now that he is out of his depth. We're not Brentford. The fan base are singing, Thomas Frank, your football is shite. Thomas Frank, you're getting sacked in the morning. Our own fans, Tottenham fans, that trekked it up on a Saturday to Turf Moor. If anyone's been to Burnley from London, it is one of the most difficult journeys to get to. If you're going by the train, you have to go from London all the way up to Manchester and then get a train from Manchester to Burnley, which basically stops at every single lamppost between Manchester and Burnley. If not, you're going all the way up the M1 in the car and then getting on another motorway. Right now, we are going for a crisis. We've got injuries left, right, and centre. Kulusevski, Maddison, Kudus, Bentancur, Bergvall, Ben Davies. Like, the amount of injuries we've got is insane. And just to put the cherry on top of the icing, Andy Robertson will be staying at Liverpool because Tsimikas will not be returning to Liverpool, which means they have no depth other than Tsimikas. Tsimikas will be staying at Roma. They have no depth other than Kirkes. So right now, there is a lot of things going wrong at this football club. A hell of a lot of things going wrong. Why has Thomas Frank not been sacked? Why, again, have we had a poor transfer window? I'm sick and tired of reading statements from chairmen, from board directors. We're trying our best. Anyone can see we need attackers. Anyone can see that we need a number 8 who can pass between the lines. Vicario is being linked to a move to Inter Milan. Richarlison, our top goal scorer, is out injured. Can you believe our top goal scorer in the Premier League only has 7 goals? After 23, 24 games, whatever it may be, we only have 7 goals in our top goal scorer. Make sure you go down and drop a like on the video if you haven't already. The road to 20,000 subscribers is well and truly on. We just hit 10K last week. The support is absolutely obscene right now on this channel. You know, it's genuinely ridiculous. We're about, I think, 570 away or 670 away from hitting 11K. So let me know your thoughts. But I wanted to just point out a few things for people that don't believe me or people that call me negative, that want Thomas Frank sacked, right? So we are currently 14th in the Premier League with 0 wins in our last 5 games, right? Home record, we are 19th in the Premier League. 19th in the Premier League with 2 wins at home all season, which were against Burnley and Brentford. We have lost 6 home games this season with a negative goal difference, and we have only collected 9 points at home. If Wolves beat Bournemouth this weekend, they will be 1 point behind us if we do not beat Manchester City. And let's be honest, no one really knows what to think about that game. Part of us think, well, we always beat City, but the other part think this manager, like, part of me thinks I want City to lose so that Frank gets sacked. And part of me wants City to win just so Arsenal are under huge pressure. But then part of me wants us to win because we need to get back to winning ways. Our recent form in the Premier League is disastrous. Against Burnley, West Ham, Forest, and Bournemouth, we collected 1 point. Look at that. Our last Premier League win was on the 28th of December. We have not had a Premier League win in over a calendar month by the time we played Manchester City. Look at this. 2 wins since the 6th of December, beating Brentford and Palace. losing to Forest. Like, since we beat Palace, we've drawn, lost in the FA Cup, won against Dortmund. Somehow we beat Borussia Dortmund, but go and draw to Burnley. And Romero's called this football club out. You know, the fans are calling the manager out. Be honest with me, guys. Just be honest with me. How many of these games do you see Tottenham winning right now? I think we beat Frankfurt, because if you look at where Frankfurt are in the Champions League right now, they are a very poor side. Let's call it for what it is. Frankfurt are ranked 33 in the Champions League. But look at the teams we've played this season in the Champions League. We've played Frankfurt, who are 33rd, Slavia Prague, who are 34th, Villarreal, who are 35th, Bodo Glimt, who are 28th, Copenhagen, who are 26th. The best team we've played in the Champions League this season is Dortmund, who are 16th, and PSG, who are somehow below us. Like, I'm not going to lie, guys. I just don't see a world in which Thomas Frank lasts. And at the moment, it is relegation form. One win in your last 8 or 9 games in the Premier League. That's disastrous. Manchester United, we will not beat, because Michael Carrick right now has got them playing out of their skin. They've just beat Manchester City and Arsenal. I don't trust us to beat Newcastle right now. Even though Newcastle didn't beat Wolves and lost to Aston Villa, they're still a better side than we are right now, in my opinion. Right? We definitely will not be beating Arsenal, because for whatever reason, they keep beating us at home. If we've got this manager, I don't think we even beat Crystal Palace. And Crystal Palace right now are as bad as we are. They're getting dragged into a relegation battle just as quickly as we are. And that's the scary thing. We are getting dragged into a relegation battle, guys. This isn't a joke. This isn't a joke. Honestly, West Ham in the last 2 game weeks have made up 5 points over us. As you can see right now, we were 12 points clear of West Ham. We're now only 8. If they go and get if they somehow beat Chelsea and we lose to City, they're 5 points behind us. If Leeds United win tonight against Everton, they would actually be level on points with us. If Nottingham Forest beat Crystal Palace and we lose to Manchester City, they would be level on points with us. Like, I don't think you understand. If we go into game week 24 after losing to Manchester City and teams around us win, if Palace, let's say Palace and Forest draw, right? Palace would go above us and Forest would be on 28, right? If Forest beat us comfortably, Forest beat Palace comfortably and City beat us comfortably, we would drop down to 15th and Palace would drop down to 16th. And Leeds United could potentially drop down to 17th. But saying that, they could actually win tonight, Leeds United. There's a lot going on. And then when you see the report come out in the last 24 hours that Andy Robertson will remain at Liverpool, our transfer window has been nothing short of a disgrace. Let's call it for what it is. Signing Conor Gallagher and signing a left-back from Santos, when you know what this club needs, you know this club are slowly being dragged into a relegation battle. And the fact that you lose out to Andy Robertson, and David Ornstein says Andy Robertson from Liverpool to Spurs is not proceeding at present. Tottenham agreed in principle for a move to happen after UEFA Champions League group stage, but required Tsimikas to be recalled by Liverpool. Not possible so far. Roma seeking replacement, but time are running out. Time's running out. That for me, that's disastrous. That is as bad as it gets. Genuinely, it's that bad right now. It really is that bad. Like, for me, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm checked out. I'm already looking at next season. I really am. Like, it's disastrous at this point. It's absolutely disastrous. You know, people out there losing their minds just as much as I am. And what do we do now? Like, where do we actually go from here? You can't even get a 31-year-old Andy Robertson over the line. That might not necessarily be the club's fault, but it's not a good look for the football club. And once again, we're losing out on key targets. Like, yeah, I don't know, guys. I really, really don't know. You know, you look at the Premier League this season. I actually think at this moment in time, West Ham actually could finish above us. 0 wins in our last 5 games. When you look at the last 5, if you look at the Premier League table, the last 5 matches, we're 18th. If you look at XG in the last 5 matches, we are 12th. Everything about our numbers is down. Away, we used to be second best. We're now slowly sliding down to 4th. Last 5 matches. Like, I just don't see a world in which Thomas Frank stays. And the club, according to certain reports coming up from the football club, they're prepared to give him time. What are they fucking witnessing? What are they actually witnessing? Genuinely. How on earth can you possibly give this manager time when we are, at this moment in time, it's as bad as it gets? You know, Tottenham tier said, get Frank gone now. Those at the top, expecting this to go any differently after what we've had to endure for the last 6 months, have to go too. Sheer negligence at Tottenham from top to bottom, running this club into the ground. I agree. You're bang on the money. And then you look at what Tottenham Tiers has put out. Run of the next games. Worried yet Spurs fans. Look at these games. We've got to play Man City, Man United, Newcastle, Arsenal, Fulham, Palace, Liverpool. Those next 6 games, that is a disastrous run. That is as tough as it gets. You're playing a big 6 side in City, a big 6 side in Arsenal, a big 6 side in Liverpool, a big 6 side in Man United, a very, very good side in Newcastle. Fulham, by the way, Fulham's home record this season, when you look at the home league table, I think they're in the top 7 for being at home. They are. They're ranked 6th. They're ranked the 6th best side at home in the league right now, who have won 7 games. Fulham have accumulated 23 points at home, and we have only accumulated 9. Let that sink in. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.